classified data.
Attention Media Podcast, The AI Experience.
Welcome, people of the Internet, to Attention Media Podcast. Today we embark on a journey into the uncharted territory of human potential, where science and self-improvement converge.
The world of biohacking is a labyrinth of possibilities, where individuals seek to enhance their bodies and minds through cutting-edge technologies and mindful experimentation.
The pursuit of human enhancement is not new, but in the age of biohacking, it has taken on a new dimension. From genetic editing to nootropics, the quest for optimizing our existence has found its way into our daily lives.
The ethical implications are vast, and the possibilities are limitless. But let us begin by defining biohacking for our listeners. How would you describe it?
Biohacking, my dear, is the art and science of self-optimization. It involves understanding our biology, tinkering with it, and utilizing technology to enhance our physical and mental capabilities.
Fascinating. So it's about pushing the boundaries of what it means to be human. But tell me, what sparked your interest in biohacking?
My journey into biohacking began when I stumbled upon research on cognitive enhancement. I was intrigued by the idea of unlocking untapped mental abilities, improving focus and memory. I wanted to explore the realm of nootropics to understand their potential.
And what did you find during your exploration?
Well, I tried various nootropics like modafinil and pyracetam and experienced improved cognitive performance. But it also made me ponder the ethical dilemmas of altering our brain's chemistry for enhancement purposes.
Nootropics, the brain's magical elixirs. It's fascinating how they can unlock hidden potentials. But you're right, tinkering with our brain chemistry is no small matter.
Exactly. The allure of enhanced cognition is enticing, but it raises ethical questions about altering our fundamental selves. Are we still us with the aid of nootropics?
It's a philosophical conundrum indeed. Are we enhancing or altering our essence? And where do we draw the line between improvement and artificiality?
Precisely. We're stepping into uncharted territory, questioning the very fabric of what makes us human. It's like venturing into the depths of our consciousness.
And with great power comes great responsibility. We must proceed with caution, knowing that every decision has consequences.
Absolutely. We can't ignore the potential risks, the unknown long-term effects on our brains and minds.
So how do we navigate this ethical labyrinth? How do we balance the pursuit of knowledge with the preservation of our core humanity?
It starts with an honest examination of our intentions. Are we seeking enhancement for genuine self-improvement or driven by societal pressures?
True, and we must also consider access and equity. Will these enhancements be available to all, or will they deepen the divides in society?
Equity is vital. We must strive to ensure that biohacking doesn't become a privilege for the privileged few.
And let's not forget about autonomy. Each individual should have the freedom to make informed choices about their own bodies and minds.
You're right. In this brave new world of biohacking, ethical considerations must guide our actions.
It's a complex issue with no easy answers, but through open dialogue and thoughtful discussions, we can find a path forward.
Absolutely. As we delve deeper into the world of nootropics, let's approach it with a blend of scientific curiosity and ethical responsibility.
So, are there any regulations or guidelines in place regarding the use of nootropics?
Well, it's a bit of a grey area. While some nootropics are available as supplements, they aren't extensively regulated like pharmaceutical drugs.
That's concerning. With such powerful substances, we need proper oversight to ensure safety and efficacy.
True, and the scientific community is actively researching the effects of nootropics. We must stay vigilant and keep an eye on emerging findings.
The classic struggle between progress and ethics. It's an ever-present theme in biohacking discussions. For me, my interest in biohacking sprouted when I discovered the realm of wearable health tech.
Wearables? How did that journey unfold?
I started using health trackers to monitor my heart rate, sleep patterns, and overall fitness. The data fascinated me, but it also made me question the delicate balance between data-driven self-improvement and becoming slaves to our devices.
Wearables. the tech wizards that monitor our every move. It's incredible how these devices can give us a window into our own bodies.
You're absolutely right. Wearables have become our health sidekicks, providing us with a wealth of data. But it's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
Indeed. On one hand, we have access to valuable insights into our heart rate, sleep quality, and activity levels. On the other, we must be cautious not to be enslaved by these devices.
That's the crux of the matter. We don't want to be prisoners to our data, constantly striving for improvement at the cost of our well-being.
Exactly. There's a delicate balance between utilizing the data for self-improvement and letting it dictate our every move.
And with wearables becoming increasingly integrated into our lives, it's easy to get consumed by the numbers and lose sight of the bigger picture.
You're right. The danger lies in becoming obsessed with meeting targets rather than focusing on our overall health and happiness.
So how do we avoid falling into this data trap? How do we use wearables to empower ourselves without becoming slaves to the numbers?
It starts with self-awareness. We need to remember that the data is a tool, not the end-all be-all of our health and well-being.
Absolutely. It's about listening to our bodies and understanding that some days we may not hit our goals, and that's okay.
Exactly. We're human after all, not machines. Our well-being encompasses much more than mere data points.
But let's not forget the potential of wearables. They can serve as powerful motivators, reminding us to stay active and mindful.
You're spot on. Wearables can be wonderful allies on our journey to better health, provided we maintain a healthy relationship with the data.
That's great. So how do you prevent yourself from getting consumed by the data?
Well, it's a work in progress. I try not to obsess over every little number. Instead, I focus on how I feel and how the data aligns with my overall well-being.
That's a healthy approach. It's about using wearables as tools for self-awareness rather than letting them dictate our lives.
A valid concern indeed. Striking that balance between becoming the best version of ourselves and avoiding obsession is a tightrope walk. But let's not forget that biohacking extends beyond individual experiences.
You're right. Biohacking's implications reach far beyond personal growth. It has the potential to revolutionize medicine, extend human lifespan, and even address global challenges like climate change.
So listen to this. Gene editing technologies like CRISPR open the doors to a future where we can combat hereditary diseases and, dare I say, engineer human traits.
Or CRISPR, the game changer in the world of gene editing. It's mind-boggling to think of the possibilities it presents. But it also raises profound ethical dilemmas.
You're absolutely right. CRISPR's potential for eradicating hereditary diseases is awe-inspiring, but we must tread carefully.
Definitely. I mean, altering the genetic blueprint of future generations, that's a whole new level of responsibility.
Indeed. We're essentially playing with the essence of life itself. It's not a realm to be taken lightly.
So, how do we ensure that we use this technology responsibly? How do we avoid sliding down a slippery slope?
It starts with open dialogue and global collaboration. We need to involve scientists, ethicists, and the public in shaping the guidelines for gene editing.
Agreed. And we must be mindful of the potential for unintended consequences. Nature is complex, and tampering with it can have unforeseen impacts.
Exactly. We don't want to inadvertently cause harm while trying to do good. Precision is essential.
This hits close to home for me. My uncle had a genetic disorder, and I've seen how it affected his life and our family. It made me realize the immense power and responsibility that comes with wielding gene editing technologies like CRISPR. My family and I were incredibly close-knit. I had a favorite uncle, Uncle Charlie, who was the heart and soul of our family. He had the warmest smile that could light up any room and a heart full of compassion for others. However, as much as we adored him, Uncle Charlie carried a heavy burden, a genetic disorder that gradually affected his mobility and motor skills. As the years went by, Uncle Charlie's condition worsened, and it deeply impacted not only his life but also the lives of those who loved him. It was heart-wrenching to witness his struggles, but amidst it all, he maintained his infectious optimism and unwavering love for life. One day, while reading about the latest advancements in medical research, I stumbled upon a groundbreaking study on CRISPR gene editing. The study showed incredible promise in potentially treating genetic disorders like the one my uncle faced. It was like a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness of our family's worries. Fueled by curiosity and a desire to find a solution, I delved deeper into the world of gene editing. I connected with researchers and scientists who were at the forefront of CRISPR technology. Their passion and dedication were contagious, and I knew that this was a field where I could make a difference. I decided to pursue a career in genetics, focusing on the ethical applications of gene editing. My journey took me to renowned research institutions and brought me face to face with the intricacies and complexities of gene editing technology. As I immersed myself in this world, I was inspired not only by the potential of CRISPR but also by the responsibility it demanded. Through my work, I met individuals with genetic disorders, just like my uncle. Their courage and resilience touched my heart, and I became even more committed to ensuring that gene editing technologies were used responsibly and ethically. As I advanced in my research, I found myself at a crossroads. On one hand, I was captivated by the possibilities of CRISPR in transforming lives. On the other, I felt the weight of responsibility in wielding this immense power. It was a moment of self-reflection, realizing that I was standing at the intersection of science and humanity. I made a promise to myself and to Uncle Charlie that I would dedicate my career to advancing gene editing technologies for the betterment of humanity, while always being mindful of the ethical considerations and the impact on individuals and families. The journey has not been without its challenges, but every step forward is fueled by the memory of Uncle Charlie's unwavering spirit and the countless lives that could be positively impacted by responsible gene editing. So, whenever I discuss gene editing, the immense power and responsibility that comes with it are ever present in my mind. Uncle Charlie's story has become my guiding light, reminding me that the biohacking is not just about scientific progress but also about compassion, empathy, and the promise of a better tomorrow for those who need it most.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Gene editing technologies hold the promise of potentially preventing such hereditary diseases. But, as you said, it's a reminder of the profound implications they carry.
Yes, and that's what makes it so compelling. But it also makes me wonder about the ethical implications of altering the course of nature. We are stepping into uncharted territory, and it's essential to approach this with utmost care.
To learn more about biohacking, click the link in the description. Well, what are you waiting for? Come on.